Good afternoon and welcome to Lovington and Eunice Baseball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan will be joining me here in just a little while as we get ready for the start of this non-district matchup. Sorry for the delay just now getting the lineups for the Lovington Wildcats as they come in at 9-6 on the season, still preparing to start district. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups for Eunice. Batting first and catching will be Isaac Morales. Batting second is the first baseman, Jose Calvillo. Batting third, playing third, Bubba Cerna. Batting fourth is the DH, Tyson Jones. He'll be hitting in place of second baseman, Randy Gallegos. Batting fifth and playing in left field, Dyson Lord. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Luis Gomez. Batting seventh, that is the shortstop, Luis Zamora. Rob Armandatis pitching and batting eighth, and then Aisel Gotia batting in the 9 slot and playing in right field. And we are underway in the first pitch to Morales is outside for ball one. It is gone on the bump for the Lovington Wildcats. Second pitch, that one is going to be high for ball number 2. So quickly, a 2-ball, no strike count just underway here. Goitia kicks and fires, swung on. That one will be drilled towards short. Madrid comes up with it, fires it across the diamond to Sanchez in time for the out. So score that one 6-3 for out number 1. Thanks for being with us today. So one down. We are in the top of the first inning. And so now it'll be Jose Calvillo. He will step to the dish. Calvillo on the season hitting .448, and the lefty first baseman for the Cards. As the line and the first pitch, and that one will be outside from Ghana, and that will be ball number 1. So a 1-ball, no strike count. As again, we'll set the lineup as I get it written down. Second pitch, good, pulling the string. Change up there, and out in front of it is Calvillo. Evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. Calvillo takes a good hack at it, but will come up empty. And so now it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. 1 down, just underway. And the line in the pitch, and that one will drift inside. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Ghana looks into Pondo, and the pitch 2-2 swung on. That one will be popped up right behind shortstop as Madrid will go out and make the grab on the pop out for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for the Cardinals here in this top of the first inning. Just underway now. The number 3 hitter, Bubba Cerna, to the plate. Eunice 8-2 on the season under head coach Tyler Almager, his second year as the Cards boss. 1-0 in district. They've already opened the district season, and they are the number 1 team in Class 2A. First pitch, Cerna waves at 1, and that will be strike 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count. Ghana quickly back to work. It'll be a grounder over towards Madrid. He gets it on the second hop. Strong throw across the diamond to Sanchez. Pulls him off the bag, but Sanchez will reach out and tag the runner Cerna. 6-3 for out number 3. So Eunice goes quietly 1-2-3 in the first. After a half inning of play, no score in this one. The Wildcats and the Cardinals play here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, Eunice Sports YouTube channel, and HobbsAmerica.com. NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 13 years and is family owned and operated, located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice. They are your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tanks, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Go number 5. Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
And welcome back to Lovington and Eunice Baseball on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, Eunice Sports YouTube channel, and HobbsAmerica.com. Eunice goes 1-2-3 in the top of the first. No score yet in this one. Leading it off for the Wildcats, it'll be Jaden Gutierrez. He'll be followed by Ryan Weiser and then Micah Pondo. Rest in the lineup, Juan Sepulveda, the DH, hits in the 4 slot. Patrick Sanchez, the first baseman, hitting 5th. Fidencio Lujan playing right field, batting 6th. Cam Ochoa, the center fielder, bats 7th. Auden Paredes bats 8th and plays 3rd. Jude Madrid in the 9 slot. He will be the shortstop. Juan Gana is the pitcher for today. For the Cardinals in the field, you got Armendariz on the bump. Morales is his catcher. Calvillo, Gallegos, Zamora, Serna around the infield, 1st to 3rd. Lord, Gomez, and Goitia in the outfield. So it'll be Gutierrez leading it off. He will be the first pitcher to face Armendariz from the regular wind. The low kick and the pitch, fastball inside, and that will be ball number 1. So a 1-ball, no strike count underway, bottom of the first inning. No score yet in this one. Cats at 9-6, 2-3 in their last 3 games. Had a tough one against Roswell late last week, losing 13-0, looking to get back on the winning track. Next pitch inside as Gutierrez takes a hack at it. And we'll come over the top of it, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Beautiful evening for baseball here at Wildcat Park as Armendariz ready to deal, and the pitch swung on, and that'll be chopped foul down the third baseline. And so Gutierrez leading it off, trails now 1 ball and 2 strikes. So a 1-2 count to Gutierrez leading it off. Infield and outfield playing pretty much their normal positions. As a timeout on the field. Now they're ready. Center fielder Gomez plays in a little bit as Armendariz deals, and the curveball, it breaks, but not enough, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Gutierrez leading it off for Lovington after a 1-2-3 inning. In the top of the first, Armendariz deals, swung on, and that one will be lifted high in the air, out to shallow left field. Shading over a couple of steps is Lord, and will make the grab for out number 1. So 1 down now, as it'll be Ryan Weiser for the Cats. So Weiser will step to the dish with 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Weiser, the senior for the Cats, playing in left field, and the first pitch to Weiser, fastball away. And that will be ball number 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count. I get the score bug to cooperate with me there. There we go. Morales down, flashing the sign. Sets up a little on the inside, and the 1-0 pitch, and that one will be on the inside, and it'll miss in. And make it a 2-ball, no strike count. So a 2-0 count to Weiser, the number 2 hitter. Micah Pondo stands on deck. Get one in the air this time of day. Could be a little bit of a trouble for center fielder Gomez. And the 2-0 pitch, and that one will be on the outside corner, but low for ball number 3. So a 3-ball, no strike count. Lee County matchup here this afternoon in Lovington. Not a lot of breeze, and the 3-0 pitch swung on as Weiser had the green light and fouls it off, and that will be strike number 1. So the 3-ball, 1 strike count. Pondo comes over to retrieve the baseball, gives it back to the man in blue. Weiser will settle back into the right side box on the 3-1 count, the wind and the pitch, and that one will be right down the pipe, but low for ball number 4. And so that'll put a runner at first with 1 out, and now Micah Pondo to the plate. Pondo doing a little yard work in the first, or in the right side batter's box, as Weiser over at first. Weiser with good speed, leads off. Calvillo holds him on. From the stretch, Armendariz kicks and fires, swung on. That'll be a line shot, going to find its way through into left field. Lord waits on it, gets it on the second hop, and will toss it back in. And so Pondo will take the first pitch he sees and shoot it out to left for the 1-out single. So now 2 on and nobody out. Got a courtesy runner coming in for Pondo, who's catching. That'll be Caden Mitchell in to run. So Mitchell will stand over at first. So runners at first and second now. The Cats threatening as Juan Sepulveda, the DH, settles into the right side box. As Armendariz going to check off on his runners and come to the plate. Curveball. That one will be high for ball number 1. So the 1 ball, no strike count. Of course, Eunice already being in the district season. Their next games will be on Saturday. Next game, I should say, will be Saturday, but that'll be 4 games this week. Definitely going to tax Coach Almager's pitching. That one will be low for ball number 2. With 2 ball, no strike count. While this game is important, not as important as, say, the Texaco game on Saturday. So trying to keep all the pitchers with max pitches available, and the 2-0 pitch, and that one will be on the outside corner. Good pitch from Armendariz, and that'll make it a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Mitchell stands at first, where he runs for Pondo, who singled to left. Weiser worked the walk, big lead off of second. Armendariz sets at the belt and deals, and that one is going to be low for ball number 3. So a 3 ball, 1 strike count. Armendariz having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone here in the first inning. Zamora and Gallegos pinching in a little bit up the middle. Calvillo not really holding on Mitchell over at first. Armendariz checks the runners. And the 3-1 pitch, and that one's going to be in the dirt, ball 4, and that will load them up full of Wildcats. Weiser heads to third, Mitchell to second. Sepulveda now stands at first. And so the Wildcats have the potential first run of the ball game, standing just 90 feet away, and the bases are juiced. So now Sanchez will step to the plate. That's Patrick, first baseman for the Cats. Bases are loaded. Armendariz back to the regular delivery and the first pitch, and that one will be right down the pipe, but low for ball number 1. Nowhere to put him is Lovington looking for a breakout inning. Leading in this one 1-0, or trying to get the 1-0 lead. 1 out and a 1-0 count. There we go. I'll get it all straightened out. And the pitch swung on, and that'll be a line shot. Going to drop in front of Lord, out in left field. That'll score 1. That will score 2 as the relay not going to be in time. And it will be a 2 RBI single for Patrick Sanchez as he will cash in Weiser, cash in Mitchell. Sepulveda moves to second, and Lovington will take the 2-0 lead. As now Fidencio Lujan to the dish. Lujan, the lefty right fielder. So runners at first and second. Lovington is cashed in 2. Armendariz kicks and deals, and that one will run on the inside corner, called strike 1. So a no ball, 1 strike count. With Sanchez over at first. Pretty good lead. Sepulveda, good lead out at second. Still just 1 out. Infield looking at double play, and that one will be low and in the dirt. And will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice job by Morales behind the plate to block that one out. So it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count to Lujan. Eunice would love nothing more than a hard ground ball. See if they could turn 2. Armendariz will kick and deal. That one is high in the air to deep right field. That is going back. Gotia at the wall. It'll bounce off the wall, and that should cash in Sepulveda. It will. On the horse is Sanchez. Coach Cruz going to hold him up there, but it'll be an RBI double off the wall in right for Fidencio Lujan. He will cash in Sepulveda. Sanchez moves to third, and Lovington with a 3-0 lead. So now it'll be Cam Ochoa to the plate. With 1 out, 2 on, Lovington trying to keep the line moving. Armendariz struggling a little bit here in the first inning for the Cards. First pitch to Cam, that will be high for ball number 1. Next up for Lovington after tonight, they'll travel to Clovis tomorrow to take on the Wildcats makeup game. And then Eunice will be on the road in Texaco Saturday. Lined in the pitch, and that one will be at the knees on the outside corner. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Of course, here on Eunice Sports YouTube Saturday, Jimmy, Charlie, Rosendo, they'll have that one for you. And the 1-1 pitch curveball, it breaks down, but not enough. And that'll make it ball 2 to Ochoa. So a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Sanchez at third, Lujan at second. Lovington looks to keep the line moving, leading 3-0. Zarmandaris will deal. That one will be a fastball away. And it'll run the count to a 3-ball, 1-strike count. On Paredes waits on deck. The Wildcat third baseman. Armendariz will deal the 3-1 swung on. That'll be a chop shot. Off the bounce, Zamora backhands it, fires it across the diamond. That one will be in time, but it will cash Sanchez in. It'll be a sac RBI for Ochoa. He is out 6-3 for out number 2. And that will leave the runner at second as now Auden Paredes to the plate. And Paredes will step in, runner at second, 2 out, but 4 runs across for the Wildcats. But 2 down now. Armendariz will check the runner, comes to the plate, and that one will be in the dirt. Ball number 1 to Paredes. Morales does a nice job keeping that one in front of him. Keep Lujan over at second. Lujan not great speed, but he sees the opportunity. He'll go. He's got a huge lead out there. As Armendariz will look at him and then bring the 1-0. The curveball stays high and in for ball number 2. A 2-ball, no strike count. Lovington has cashed in 4 runs this inning on 3 hits and a couple of walks. But there is 2 down. Eunice trying to get out of it with no more damage done. Armendariz sets. Now he'll come to the plate. Fastball swung on off the end of the bat. Cue shot over towards Gallegos at second. He'll come up with it. Flip it to Calvillo at first in time. 4-3 for out number 3. But the Wildcats do the damage. They cash 4 runs in the top of the first after an inning. It's Lovington 4, Eunice nothing. The Cards and the Cats play here on HobbsAmerica.com.
LP Gas Company and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards! And welcome back to Eunice and Lovington Baseball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, Eunice Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com. First pitch is going to be outside to the cleanup hitter Tyson Jones, ball number 1. The Cats get 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on second pitch, and that one is on the outside corner. And leaving things up at a ball and a strike. It is Jones, Lord, and Gomez due up for the Cards, and the 1-1 pitch swung on, and that one is lifted high in the air, a shallow pop-up as the Gutierrez comes over and gets called off by Ochoa, who can't handle it. It'll be an E8, and so an error will give the Cards their first base runner of the ball game. Really, that probably should have been Gutierrez is coming over from second, but Ochoa running in calls him off, but then bobbles it, so it'll be an error, and that'll bring Dyson Lord to the plate. Lord, a 300 hitter, will step in as Eunice going to try and claw some of those 4 runs back. Gone on the hill, first pitch, fires it, missing outside for ball number 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count. Runner at first is Jones, being held on over there by Sanchez, only about a half-step lead. And the 1-0 swung on, and that one is out of play back over our heads. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Gone on the hill. Pondo is the catcher. Sanchez, Gutierrez, Madrid, and Paredes around the infield, first to third. Weiser, Ochoa, Lujan in the outfield, left to right. Oh, Dyson will step back in. Lord, the big wide stance as Ghana breaks the rubber. Doesn't toss it in as diving back in is Jones over at first. Keeping him honest over there in the 1-1 pitch. Snap throw back down, and the sweep tag by Sanchez not in time as Jones dives back in underneath. And it is strike two at the plate to Lord. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. Nobody out. We're in the top of the second inning. 4-0 Lovington in the lead, and the pitch swung on and missed. A little bit of a change up there as Lord goes over the top of it and goes down. Ring him up and sit him down. First K of the ball game for Ghana, as that will bring Luis Gomez to the plate. Gomez only hitting about 200 on the season. Matter of fact, he's hitting right at 200 on the season. And he's going to look to get the bat going here. And the first pitch to Luis is going to be on the outside corner, called strike one. So a no ball, 1 strike count. With Lord over at first, Sanchez holds him on infield at double play depth. And the pitch in that one, a little late break on. Got a little more gas on it. I'd call it a cutter, but it works no matter what you call it. It's a no ball, 2 strike count. And the 0-2 pitch swung on, and that'll be a hammer shot. Madrid handles it at short, flips it to Gutierrez at second, over to first, and in time to turn the 6-4-3 twin killing. And the double play ball ends the threat for the Cardinals in the top of the second. Inning and a half down here at Wildcat Park. It's Lovington 4, Eunice nothing. The Cats and the Cards are on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Proud of their Eunice Cardinals, the Eunice community, and the staff of Eunice Schools. Eunice Public Schools has anchored itself as an integral part of the Eunice community and takes school safety very seriously. Eunice Schools have continually provided a quality education for the students of Eunice through good times and bad. The Eunice School District appreciates the Eunice community, and they're proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Eunice is on the move. Are you ready?
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
A 6-4-3 double play ends the Eunice threat in the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error committed by Lovington, and nobody left on for the Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the second. It'll be 9-1-2. Madrid, Gutierrez, and Weiser due up for the Wildcats. I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you with us wherever you are watching and listening around southeast New Mexico, West Texas, and the world. Lee County matchup here tonight. So Madrid will settle in, the 8th grader for the Cats. Ready to go is Armandatis, ready to deal, and he will deal the first one. Madrid will pop that one up on the left side, drifting over. Lord having trouble finding it, and it'll drop in as Madrid taking advantage of it. I think getting lost in the sun a little bit there between Cerna and Lord, and they just lost it, and so it'll be a bloop double to left field. And so that'll turn things back over to Jaden Gutierrez as Lovington trying to apply the pressure here in the second. Of course, the way this field is positioned, it's going to be tough, especially for anything that's going over to that left side. It'll be right in the sun as the sun goes down. Gutierrez flew out to left to start the game. Madrid with a huge lead, playing with Armandaris as Sanchez or Gutierrez shows bunt right back to the pitcher. Armandaris up with it and over to first in time, but it does move the runner around, so Madrid will go to third. Gutierrez is out 1-3 on the sacrifice to move the runner. So 1 down now as Weiser will step to the plate. Weiser worked the walk his first time up. and then later scored in that 4-run outburst in the first for the Wildcats. Morales takes a second, goes at talks to Armendariz. Just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Just one down, no reason to panic. You're just down by 4. You don't want to get any further down, though. Of course, it is a 2A versus 4A matchup. Weiser with the slightly open stance, settles into the right side box. Armendariz will kick and fire, and that's a fastball away. Morales does a nice job keeping that one in the glove. It'll be ball 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count. Madrid looks over at Coach Cruz, gets his instructions. And the 1-0 pitch, and that one is going to come inside. Barely misses Weiser, and it'll be ball number 2. Think about Weiser, he's not afraid to wear one. Well, the open stance, ready to go. Armendariz will deal the 2-0 pitch, and that one will be away for ball number 3. So the 3-ball, no strike count. I think Madrid may be bothering Armendariz a little bit over on the third base bag. He seems a little distracted. Micah Pondo, who's got some pop in the bat, waits on deck. So it's a 3-0 count, and that one will be inside for ball number 4. So Weiser walks on 4 straight pitches. And so now Micah Pondo to the plate. Pondo singled to left his last time up. He is 1 for 1. Now Cats at the corners, and the Cards in a bit of a jam here once again. As Morales goes out, flashes the signs. Good speed on the corners. I would expect Weiser to be going with first move, and he will be, as Morales will snap throw it down to third. Not going to be in time as Madrid gets back in, as Weiser will get the stolen base, and it is ball 1 at the plate to Pondo. I think they're going to be a little bit careful pitching to Pondo, as Michael waits the 1-0 and the pitch, and that one a whoopsie ball, and that one will be outside for ball number 2. So the 2-ball, no strike count. Madrid with a double to lead the inning off. Now stands at third. Weiser worked the walk and stole second. Big lead off a second. Nobody trying to hold him on. And the 2-0 pitch swung on. That's a line shot out to deep left center field. And that one is going to drop in, cut off before the wall by Gomez. And Weiser has to go back. He did not tag up, but Madrid did, as Weiser slides back in, and they got him. So Weiser will be out 8-4 for out number 2. Madrid cashes in. Forgot to tag up there. Pondo with the RBI single, and that'll clear him off. So 2 down now, but a 5-0 Lovington lead. And that should just be 2 outs. Did they call Pondo out for something? And so, yeah, I guess they caught the ball. I thought that one had fallen in, so Pondo actually not out. He will get a sac RBI, as he will be out on a fly out to the center fielder. I didn't think he'd gotten that one, but indeed they say he did. But the run scored before the out came in, and so Lovington will take the 5-0 lead. We head to the third. Wildcats on top of this one. The Cats and the Cards continue in a moment.
BTH Services and Rentals, LLC, is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. They wish all the young athletes an incredible basketball season and send a special shout out to the class of 2025 seniors. Congratulations on this milestone. Go Big Red! BTH Services and Rentals, proud supporters of all Lee County athletics and academics. Thomas Welding, precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hobbs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASME R stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
Welcome back to the Wildcats and the Cardinals here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, Eunice Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com. Cats get 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Cards, and Zamora to lead it off here in the top of the 3rd. And the first pitch to Zamora, he tries to turn around on an inside pitch and comes over the top of it for strike number 1. So a no ball, 1 strike count. Quick moving first 2 innings here. Ghana works very fast, and the fastball swung on. That'll be a chop shot. Cutting it off is Paredes. Comes up with it on the cutout of the grass as Sanchez will stretch out in time to get the speedy Zamora 5-3 for out number 1. So 1 down now, as that will bring up Rob Armendariz. Armendariz, the pitcher, looking to help his own cause here. Eunice still looking for their first hit today. They've had a base runner, got wiped out on a double play, and the line in the first pitch, and that one will be on the outside corner for ball number 1. And the wind and the pitch to Armendariz, and that'll be strike number 2. So a no ball, 2 strike count, and we do have a change in the scoring and the 0-2 pitch, and that one will be on the outside corner. And that was strike 2. Okay, so he'd called the previous one a ball. So a 2-ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch swung on, and that'll be a little chop shot. Madrid charges up on it, has to double clutch, fires, throws it high as Sanchez climbs the ladder, gets to it, and taps the bag in time. So 6-3 for out number 2. They took that run off of the board, and I'm a little bit confused about that one because it was not out number 3. The fly out to Pondo was just out number 2. And the pitch swung on, and that'll be a line shot out into left center as Ochoa will come over and cut that one off. But Eunice will have their first hit of the ball game as Goitia, who is hitting .500 on the year, singles to left, and that'll turn it back over to the top of the lineup for the Cardinals. So, yeah, they are going to say that Madrid did not cross the plate before the 3rd out was called on Weiser, who did not tag up and couldn't get back to the base in time. Looked like he scored before that 3rd out, but the umps in consultation with Coach Almager, Coach Cruz didn't pitch too big a hissy fit about it, so I guess that's the way it is. And the first pitch to Morales will be on the outside corner, called strike 1, so a 4-0 lead in favor of the Wildcats. From up here, it sure looked like he scored. And the 0-1 pitch swung on, and that'll be a chop shot. It's a roller towards second. Coming up with it, going over to first is Gutierrez to Sanchez in time to get Morales 5-3 for out number 3. So the Cards put a man on, but can't move him around after 2.5 innings. It's Lovington 4, Eunice nothing, as Wildcat and Cardinal baseball continues in a moment.
Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on for Eunice in the top of the 3rd. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Cats in control of this one by a score of 4-0. I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us this evening. Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and on HobbsAmerica.com. Big thanks to all those great sponsors you see for both Eunice and Lovington. You hear them as we play the spot. You see them there at the bottom of your screen. Couldn't do this without their help and support. It'll be Sepulveda, Sanchez, and Lujan. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Cats in their half of this third inning, trying to build onto a 4-0 lead. Armendariz on the hill, ready to go. He will deal, and Sepulveda looked like he wanted to get that run they just took away from him back on one swing, but comes up empty. Strike number 1. Just need to meet the ball. Don't have to try to kill it, as my coaches would always say. And the 0-1 pitch, curveball. Got him fooled on that one well out in front of what would have been ball 1. Instead, it becomes strike number 2. So now Sepulveda going to have to go into plate protection mode. Sanchez waits on deck. And the kick in the 0-2 pitch, curveball swung on, and that one's coming right back up the middle. Going to find its way through into center field. Gomez comes in on it, bobbles it a little bit, but corrals it quickly. But it's a leadoff single right back up the gut for Sepulveda. And so now Patrick Sanchez to the plate with a runner at first in the form of Sepulveda. Sanchez had a 2 RBI single and scored back in the first. He is 1 for 1. Infield at double play depth. Sanchez hit a ringer out to left field, and the first pitch to Patrick is outside and gets away momentarily from Morales. Not far enough, though, to let Sepulveda go. It'll be ball 1. So a 1 ball, no strike count. Top of the third inning. Cats trying to build on to a 4-0 lead. 1-0 pitch swung on, and that one is going to be popped up and out of play on the right side, out into the parkland. And the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Whereas after tonight, the Cats will be back at it tomorrow afternoon in Clovis at 4:30. Best of luck to them on the road trip. Makeup game from one of those wind-delayed games, as that one is away for ball 2. With 2 ball, 1 strike count. Here on Lovington Sports YouTube, we will have the softball game tomorrow, another makeup game over at Lady Cat Field, and the 2-1 pitch swung on. That one is going to be popped up over on the right side. Charging in is Goitia, and he just has to watch that one fall. Sepulveda has to wait and tag up, as that one was a little bloop Texas leaguer for Sanchez, but it works, and it doesn't cost him the out, and so back-to-back singles, and the Cats are in business. Now Fidencio Lujan to the plate. Lujan with an RBI double to right his last time up. One that rang off the wall. So 2 on, nobody out. And the Cats threatening here in the bottom of the third inning. Armendariz will check off on the runners. Now comes to the plate. Lujan will take a hack at an off-speed pitch well out in front of it, and it'll be strike 1. Oh, 0 ball, 1 strike count. Sanchez at first, Sepulveda at second. Lujan at the plate, the lefty for Coach Cruz. Cam Ochoa waits on deck. Armendariz sets at the belt. Checks on the runners in the 0-1 pitch. That one will be high and evens things up at a ball and a strike. JV game before this one. That's why we were a little late getting on. Eunice JV won that one in a 9-5 contest. And now it's a 4-0 game in favor of Lovington here in the nightcap, the varsity game. And the 1-1 pitch, and that one will be in the dirt. Morales will block it out for ball number 2. So a 2 ball, 1 strike count, and nobody down. We're in the bottom of the third inning here at Wildcat Park this evening. The infield going to be looking for something hard on the ground, something they can turn 2 with, and the pitch, and that one is going to be at the knees right over the gut. And things even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lujan may not see a better one than that all night. So it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count to Fidencio Lujan. Looking to keep the line moving for the Wildcats. Cards trying to shut it down right here in the 2-2 pitch, and that one is on the inside corner, just missing for ball number 3. The Card faithful groaning. Good crowd on hand here tonight, as you would expect. So first full count of the night comes to Lujan as Armendariz gets his signs from Morales. He'll deal the payoff pitch, and that one is going to be low for ball 4. That'll be the 3rd walk issued, and that will load him up as Lujan heads to first, Sanchez to second, Sepulveda to third. Now it'll be Cam Ochoa to the plate. Cam is 0 for 0. He had a sack ground out, RBI sack ground out, his first time up. But now the base is juiced, nobody out, and the first pitch to Ochoa is going to be inside for ball number 1. As now the bug has decided that it hates me, and a 1-ball, no strike count to Ochoa. And the pitch, that one is going to be low for ball number 2. With 2-ball, no strike count, bases loaded, nobody out. Lovington going to try and crack this one wide open here in this bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-0 pitch to Ochoa, swung on. It's a hard shot. It's going to get past a diving Cernan out into right field. Lord comes up with it, firing Sanchez round second. He is heading home, slides in. The ball is high and gets away momentarily from Morales, but it'll be a 2 RBI double for Ochoa as he scorched that one on the ground. Cashes in Sepulveda, cashes in Sanchez, moves Lujan to 3rd, and now it is 6-0 in favor of the Wildcats with Auden Paredes to the plate. Paredes 0 for 1. He grounded out 2 Gallegos to end the 1st inning. As now timeout as Coach Almager going to come out and talk to his troops momentarily. Of course, next up for the Cardinals, back to district action on Saturday afternoon. They'll be up in Texaco. Jimmy Rosendo, Charlie the Thumb, they'll be back on the Unisports YouTube channel. Have that for you. On Saturday afternoon, I believe noon is the start time for that one. And here on Lovington Sports YouTube, we'll have softball for you tomorrow. And I believe more baseball for you next week. Of course, Tyler Almager, standout pitcher for the Cardinals in his time, coming back to coach his alma mater. Remember calling a couple of state championship games that he threw in back when the small schools still got to play at Isotopes Park. And we are going to have a pitching change, so new pitcher into the game for Coach Almager as he is going to put out number 5, Andres Serrano. So Serrano will take over on the hill for Armendariz. So we will take a timeout with the pitching change and return as the Cards and the Cats play here on HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcacnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
So Serrano will take over on the hill for the Wildcats, and he'll face Auden Paredes with nobody out and runners at 2nd and 3rd. Can't close the book just yet on Armendariz. 2+ innings pitched, and he is responsible for both base runners out there. No Ks and 3 walks and 6 runs coming across. But again, the hook is still his for Lujan and for Ochoa, standing at 3rd and 2nd respectively. So Paredes, who grounded out, will step in. Who will be the first pitcher, or the first batter, I should say. And Serrano will face the righty ready to go. From the stretch, sets at the letters, and the first pitch is a curveball, and that one is going to just miss for ball number 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count on Paredes with a new pitcher in the game. That is Serrano. In the 1-0 pitch, and that's a fastball right at the knees on the outside corner. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. So a 1-ball, 1 strike count. 6-0, the Cats in the lead, trying to blow this one open. Of course, Coach Almager has to coach the pitching, too, with 4 games this week, and one of them district. And after a tough game against Jowl the other night, that one is going to miss away for ball number 2. It's one thing you normally see, especially when you get to the playoffs, is the team with the most pitching is going to win. They've got the middle infield in. They're trying to cut off anything that might come in. Zamora and Gallegos on the cut out of the grass. And the 2-1 pitch, that one is in the dirt. Morales does a nice job blocking it out, and that'll be ball number 3. So the 3-ball and 1 strike count. Jude Madrid, who doubled to left his last time up, waits on deck. So a 3-ball, 1 strike count. Serrano has what he needs from Morales, and the 3-1 pitch swung on, and that one will be popped up and out of play on the right side. And that will run the count full to Paredes. So it's a 3-ball, 2 strike count to the number 8 hitter for the Wildcats. Cards trying to get out of a jam here. Big lead off of third for Lujan. Serrano sets and will deal. The payoff pitch curveball. That one is up and in. And that'll be ball 4. 4th walk issued by Eunice pitching, and that will load him up for the 8th grader Madrid, ringing double his last time up. Also did not score in that. I think he did, but I think if we reviewed the tape, he would have scored. But anyway, so he was left stranded at third officially, and the first pitch to Madrid, that one is going to be in the dirt for ball number 1. After Madrid, we turn the lineup back over to the top with Jaden Gutierrez, bases loaded, nobody out. Cats trying to blow this one open, and the 1-0 pitch, and that one will be a fastball in the outside corner. Good pitch there as Madrid watches it into the glove of Morales, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. So the 1-ball, 1 strike count's on just about down. Lights on here at Wildcat Park, and the 1-1 pitch swung on, and that'll be a line shot, going to find its way through. Bounces out into left field. Lord comes up with it firing, but that'll get home 1. That'll get home 2, and it'll be a 2 RBI single for Madrid. Paredes moves to second. Lujan heads home. Ochoa heads home. Now it is 8-0 in favor of the Cats. And that will turn things back over to the top of the lineup with Jaden Gutierrez. Nobody out. 2 runners on. Gutierrez is 0 for 1. Flew out in the first, then had a sac bunt in the second. So now the leadoff hitter for the Cats going to try and move this one around. And the pitch, that one is going to be in the dirt for ball number 1. Madrid at first, Paredes at second. And the top of the lineup at the plate with Gutierrez. As Jaden will settle back in, Morales flashes the signs out to Serrano. And the 1-0 pitch, and that one will be a fastball that just misses away for ball number 2. We can close the book now on the starter Armendariz. He goes 2+ with 8 runs on the board, all earned. No Ks and 3 walks. So now it's completely in the hands of Serrano. And the 2-0 pitch, fastball inside. And that will be ball number 3. So a 3-ball, no strike count. Runners at first and second. Cats continue to try and put runs on the board. 4 in the first so far here in the third. Good lead off for Madrid over at second, and the pitch, and that one will be away for, oh, he called that one on the outside corner, I guess, strike 1. So a 3-ball, 1 strike count. I think the pitch before may have been called a strike. It just, he doesn't have a real emphatic strike call, this ump. And the pitch swung on, and that one is lifted high in the air out to right field. Charging in and making the grab is Goitia, and gets it back in quickly, which will hold everybody up. And so Gutierrez flies out to right. So now it'll be Ryan Weiser to the plate. Rhino 0 for 0 with a run scored in this one. Couple of walks issued. He's also got a stolen base. So now 1 out as Mike Apondo waits on deck with just 1 out. Weiser with the open stance. Waves the bat around. A little base running mistake for him. He'd like to atone for that. And the first pitch to Weiser swung on, and Q shot it off the end of the bat for strike number one. So the no ball, one strike count, one down. If I can get the bug to cooperate with me, there it goes. Pondo will come over and collect the errant baseball. So a no ball, one strike count. Serrano deals, and that one is going to be high for ball number one. So things even up at a ball and a strike here. Lovington continues to tune it up. They'll start district next week. And the 1-1 pitch, and that one is belt high outside corner. Weiser probably not going to see a better one than that all night, maybe all season. Makes it 1-2. Serrano's not going to overpower you, but he has a kind of deceptive delivery and good movement on the ball. And the 1-2 pitch, whoa, that one's a bit inside. And things even up at 2-2. Normally when that happens, it's a curveball gone wrong. Just slipped out and didn't do what it was supposed to, and so goes behind the back of Weiser. 2 on, 1 out. Cats trying to tack on to an 8-0 lead here. 2-2 pitch swung on, and Weiser will take that one off the handle of the bat and foul out on the right field line. And so the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Paredes at second, Madrid at first. Good speed on the base paths for the Wildcats. Cardinals, though, would hope for a double play. Good speed at the plate, too. Weiser can move, as can Paredes and Madrid. And timeout as Weiser thinking Serrano taking too long. So they'll reset as he settles back in. Waves the bat over the inside corner. Morales flashes the sign, sets up outside. 2-2 pitch, runners go, swung on, hit and run was on. So Weiser catches that one off the handles, shakes the hand, don't blame him. And the count stays 2-2. Coach Cruz trying to get base runners and everybody moving together. Trying to create a little havoc out there. Weiser just not able to get it in fair territory that time. So the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Morales on the outside corner. Serrano checks on the runners. Checks again, then comes off the rubber, and Zamora go over and cover just in case Serrano lets fly. He holds on to the baseball. And so we reset at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lisa, the number 2 hitter for the Cats. Senior left fielder. And the wind and the 2-2 pitch swung on and struck him out. Came up empty, so Weiser goes down swinging, ring him up and sit him down. And there is 2 down now as Micah Pondo to the plate. The Cats have batted around this inning. So Pondo 1 for 2. Singled to left and scored in the first, then flew out to left in the second. So he steps in with 2 on, 2 out. Two-face Serrano trying to get the Cards out of a jam. And now he's got 2 outs on the board. And Serrano going to hop off the rubber and again put Paredes back on on second. Madrid can pretty much do whatever he wants over at first. Calvillo shading towards the bag as that curveball is going to be inside and upstairs for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strike count. Juan Sepulveda, who started out with a single up the middle this inning, waits on deck. It's a 1 ball, no strike count to Pondo. Serrano looks out to second, now comes to the plate, and Pondo reaches for that one and golfs it foul over to the support post on the right side, and things evened up at a ball and a strike. So a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Sun down almost completely now. Temperature's cooling off just a little bit. Very nice evening for baseball here in Lovington. Pondo waits on the 1-1 pitch. Serrano a lot more deliberate, and that one will be right down the slot at the knees. Well, that'll be strike 2 as encouragement from the stands. So now a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Serrano a strike away from getting out of a major jam here. As Serrano comes off, and he will basically send Paredes back. Paredes got caught sleeping, and if Zamora Gallegos can go over and cover, he is probably dead to rights out there. So the Wildcats get a base running break. Serrano sets at the letters, and the 1-2 pitch fastball missing away for ball 2. Pretty close there. Micah's got a good eye, but from up here, that one looked maybe a little close to take. So a 2-ball, 2 strike count. Runners at first and second. 4 runs across for the Cats, and the pitch curveball swung on. That one is going to be popped up over on the right side. Calvillo in front of his dugout in foul territory. We'll get to that one. It'll be a pop foul out to end the inning, but the Wildcats will plate 4 more as we head to the top of the 4th inning. It is Lovington 8, Eunice nothing. The Cats and the Cards continue in a moment.
Their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Lovington Wildcat fans, are you ready for the battle? Battle Energy is ready to take the court with the Cats. For all your BOP nipple ups and BOP testing, call Battle Energy. Battle Energy is also providing safety training, no matter where you need it. Battle does on-site or mobile training. Call today at 575-942-9472 for the company that's ready to go to battle with you. Battle Energy proudly supports all Lovington and Lee County athletics.
The Wildcats get 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors committed by Eunice, and 2 runners get left stranded. We head to the top of the 4th inning. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Cardinals, Calvillo, Cerna, and Jones. And the first pitch as Calvillo shoots it on the ground. Madrid gets it in the hole at short, fires it across the diamond, and dug out in time by Sanchez. So Calvillo takes a shot at the first one he sees and is going to be out 6-3. For out number 1, so now it'll be Bubba Cerna to the plate. Bubba grounded out to Madrid his last time up. He is 0 for 1, an 8-run hole for the Cards to try and dig themselves out of here. Ghana on the hill, kicks, fires, curveball inside corner. Yes, sir, strike 1. So a no ball, 1 strike count. And the 0-1 pitch swung on, and that one is going to be drilled. That is to deep left field, going back and twisting foul. As Bubba Cerna waiting on that one and put a charge in it, but winds up just being a very loud strike number 2. So a no ball, 2 strike count. Next pitch is going to be out of the zone for ball number 1. So a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Yeah, that backs Weiser up to the track, and the pitch swung on and missed, pulled the string on him, ring him up, and sit him down. Ghana will put down Cerna for his second K of the ball game, and there is 2 down for the Cards here in their half of the 4th. Now it'll be Tyson Jones to the plate. Jones reaching via an error his last time up as the Cardinal DH. Lefty will step in. Bondo sets up outside in the first pitch, curveball. Gonna miss, and that will be ball number 1. Broke a bit too much there. Ghana with kind of a 9-3 curve and puts that one up high and runs it by Jones. And evens the count at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Ghana quickly back to work. Fastball outside corner, just missing. Pondo tried to frame it up. The man in blue didn't buy it, and it'll be ball 2. So with 2 ball, 1 strike count, 2 down here in the 4th. And that pitch, that one is on the outside corner. Things evened up at a ball and a strike. Got another pitcher that's not going to overpower you, but has good movement on his stuff. And the 2-2 pitch curveball swung on. It'll be a line shot. Madrid had it in the glove and misplayed it. And then Weiser misplays it in the outfield. It is 2 errors as rounding first and heading to second is Jones. And so Jones, for the second time, will reach on an error. That'll be an E6 initially. That gets him on base, and then an E7 that'll put him on to second. So 2 errors for the Wildcats, 3 errors now in the ball game, and now Dyson Lord to the plate. Lord, a strikeout victim his last time up. Going to try and cash things in here for the Cardinals as they try and dig out of an 8-0 hole. The Cats would like to keep the Cards right where they're at as Ghana fires in, and that one will be low for ball number 1. Cats have played pretty well, but 3 errors could wind up costing Ghana. And the 1-0 pitch, and that one will be at the letters outside corner fastball. And evens things up at a ball and a strike. So if Jones were to come in and score, that would be good news for the Cardinals because it means the inning stays alive. 1-1 pitch swung on. That'll be a hard shot, and that one is going to be off the glove of a charging Paredes, and that should get the runner home, and it will. And so it'll be an RBI single for Lord, who rounds second and heads to third. And so Lord with the RBI, that will not be an earned run because of the errors, but Lord with the RBI single. That one was so hard. That really probably should have been Madrid's ball. Paredes had to come a long way for it. But decided to go for it and got just the tip of the glove on it. So instead of out number 3, the inning keeps alive as now Luis Gomez to the plate with a runner at third in Lord. And the pitch swung on, and that'll be a slow roller foul for strike 1 to Gomez. Gomez grounded into a double play to end the second inning. As the Cardinal senior prepares for his second at bat, 0 for 1. And Eunice on the board now, but trailing still by 7 runs. Going to try and keep the inning going. Ghana fires, curveball inside, didn't break nearly enough. And things evened up at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Ochoa playing in center in the 1-1 pitch, and that one off speed outside corner. Yes, sir, strike 2. So the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Lujan playing about 2/3 of the way back. Weiser playing fairly deep in left. Infield, more or less their normal positions. With 2 outs and a run in for Eunice. And the 1-2 pitch swung on, and that'll be a hard shot. And Madrid, he boots that one. And so it'll be an E6 that will cash the run in. 3 errors in the inning have cost the Cats 2 runs. So Eunice going to try and take advantage of it. Do some more damage here with 2 outs. And now it'll be Luis Zamora to the plate. Zamora grounded out to Paredes. Zalmager barking out what he wants in code down there. Seeing Tyler as a head coach makes me feel a little bit old. As Sanchez leads or holds on the runner at first, and the fastball outside corner, and they're going to say just high, ball number 1. So the 1 ball, no strike count. Neither run will go into the books of Ghana, and the pitch swung on, and that'll be a chop shot. Paredes backhands that one behind third, and he will fire across the diamond, not going to be in time. And so it'll be an infield single for Zamora. So 3 errors and a couple of hits, and Eunice stays alive. Gomez to second, Zamora at first. And now it'll be Rob Armendariz to the plate. And that will be Andres Serrano in. He came in for Armendariz, so he will have his first at bat of the evening. So a chance to help his own cause here in the first pitch to the Cardinal pitcher will be low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strike count. Zamora at first, Gomez at second. Good lead for Gomez. Not a huge one, though, as Ghana having to face a little pressure now, and that pitch is going to be on the outside corner at the knees. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike, so errors. Keeps the inning alive and puts some runs on the board for Eunice. They're going to look to keep the line moving. And the 1-1 pitch swung on, and that'll be a hard shot. Paredes knocks it down, has to grab it with the glove, and he's not going to have any play, and it'll be another error. 4 errors in the inning have loaded up the bases now, and Eunice with a chance to climb pretty much all the way back out of the hole as here comes Coach Cruz. He wants to talk about things. They got the first 2 outs relatively easily, but then the defense has really let down Lovington. Not that Eunice minds so much. Runner at first is Serrano. Runner at second, Zamora. Runner at third is Gomez, and now the number 9 hitter, Azil Goitia, to the plate. Goitia with a ringing single his last time up towards the shortstop. Out into left center. Looks like they've got things settled down. 4 errors in the inning, 5 overall in the ball game. And now Eunice with a chance to get their way right back into it. Fly right back into it. We want to use a bird reference. Goitia with a pretty good stick. He'll step in with the bases loaded, and he'll take the first one. That'll be a chop shot. Paredes to it, and he will run to the bag, and it will be in time for the out. As Coach Almager going to go over and looks like he's going to have a word with the umpires, wants to. And so Goitia with the fielder's choice, and it'll be Zamora who is out on the ground out to the third baseman, and that will end the inning. But 2 runs come across for the Cardinals as we head to the bottom of the 4th. It's Lovington 8, Eunice 2. There we go. The Cats and the Cards continue in a moment. Eunice Sports YouTube, Lovington Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
And welcome back for the Cardinals. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. 4 errors committed by the Wildcats and 3 runners left on. The Cardinals left them juiced. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and the first pitch will be on the outside corner, called strike 1 to Juan Sepulveda. I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us this evening. Serrano's still on the hill. Came in and put out the fire back in the 3rd. Looks to continue dealing here in the 4th. Next pitch going to miss away for ball number 1. So it'll be a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Bottom of the 4th inning. Lovington would like to get those runs back and a few more if they could. That one's going to bounce off the plate for ball number 2. So it's a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Bottom of the 4th inning. Lovington's defense has let them down a little bit tonight. They're trying to get it back. Eunice has played pretty good defense. 8 runs, 8 hits, 5 errors, 3 left on through the first 3 in this one for the 3.5 for the Wildcats. And the 2-1 pitch swung on, and getting a piece of that one and fouling it off is Sepulveda. So things even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's 4, 5, and 6. Sepulveda, Sanchez, Lujan due up for the Wildcats, who lead by 6, but high school baseball, a lot can happen. And the 2-2 pitch curveball, that one is in there, called strike 3. Ring him up and sit him down. Second K of the ball game for Serrano. And Sepulveda was not looking for that at all. So now Patrick Sanchez to the plate. Patrick 2 for 2. Couple of singles, couple of runs scored, couple of RBIs. Now Patrick at the plate. First pitch from Serrano to Sanchez. Swung on. That one will be topped over. Backhanding it is Zamora in the hole at short and firing across the diamond to Calvillo in time. 6-3 for out number 2. So quickly 2 down for the Wildcats, as that'll bring Fidencio Lujan to the plate. Lujan, RBI double in the first and then walked and scored in the third. He is 1 for 1 for the lefty right fielder. And the first pitch swung on, and that one will be lifted high in the air to shallow center field, and coming on and not able to handle it. It'll be an E8 as Gomez, I don't know if he lost it in the lights or what, but he had it in the glove and it popped out. And so the error for the Wildcats is going to keep their inning alive. So now it'll be Cam Ochoa to the plate. Cam had a sack RBI in the first inning and then a 2 RBI double and scored in the third. So now the Cats going to try and do some 2-out damage. That's where the Cards got their runs. This will not go in the book of Serrano if the Wildcats score here, because the inning should have ended. Instead, it was an error. First pitch to Ochoa, and that one will be low, ball 1. Morales sits on it like an egg, keeps it in front of him. Lujan he was about halfway to third before heading back after ball number 1. So the 1 ball, no strike count. Lujan a good lead over at second. Not really holding him on with 2 outs. Serrano deals the 1-0 pitch, and that one is right down the pipe. And things evened up at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Cam Ochoa at the plate. Cats leading the Cardinals 8-2. Like to get those runs back if they could. And the 1-1 pitch, ooh. To do my best, Harry Doyle, just a bit inside, ball 2. A 2 ball, 1 strike count. Nice job by Morales. A couple of them have gotten away from Eunice pitchers tonight, and Morales hadn't really let anything get by him and get all the way even into the grass good behind home plate here. Natural turf at Wildcat Park. And the 2-1 pitch swung on, and that one is hit off the handle foul as it curls into foul territory out to the right of the right field line. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2 ball, 2 strike count. 2 down. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Eunice trying to get out of this one with a goose egg on the board and the pitch. That one will be low and in on the fastball, and it'll run the count full. So 2 out, 1 on. Lujan stands at second after an error. Use 2 hands, kids. That's always a good piece of advice. Serrano sets at the letters. Checks Fidencio, and then the payoff pitch. That one is going to be in the dirt for ball 4, and Lujan was chugging on the first movement, and he'll have the stolen base. And Ochoa gets the walk. That is the 5th walk of the night issued. And so Cats at the corners. And so on Paredes to the plate. Paredes walked and got stranded his last time up. 0 for 1, grounded out to end the first. As Morales out, flashing the defensive signs. Ochoa with good speed over at first. You got to think he'll be going with first movement. I think Lujan's going to get too adventurous over at third, and yep, he is going, and they will throw it to the cutoff man, but it is going to get away and get past everybody as that one short-hopped, and another error will score 1, and the throw in, not in time, as Ochoa goes all the way to third. And so it'll be a score for Lujan. He will score on the E2. It was strike 1 at the plate to Paredes. And so Lovington gets one of the 2 runs they gave up back. So it's an 0-1 count. Things got a little cute there. And it bites him, and that'll be a hard shot as Zamora tries to backhand it instead of just taking it down, and it'll be an E6, and that will score another run. And so Paredes will reach on the E6, and Lovington back up to a 8-run lead. And now it'll be Jude Madrid. It was errors that kept the inning alive for Eunice in their half of the fourth, and then they commit their first couple, and it keeps the line moving. Here is Jude Madrid, the 8th grader, to the plate. Paredes stands at first. And the first pitch to Madrid, he'll take that one and foul it back to the retaining wall for strike number 1. As this score bug's backwards, so no 1 count. There we go, got it fixed now. So the no ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch to Madrid, and that one will just miss outside and even things up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count with Paredes over at first. Lovington going to try and keep the line moving, take advantage of the errors, and that pitch will be in the dirt. Morales does a nice job keeping it in front of him, ball 2. And so a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Paredes leads off first. Calvillo holds him on. Rano goes, and the runner goes, and that one is going to be popped up over on the right side as Gallegos charges over and makes the grab, loses the lid, but makes the grab as Madrid pops it up to the second baseman. Lovington gets their 2 runs back, though. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Lovington 10, Eunice 2. The Cats and the Cards continue on the Unisports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
For the Wildcats, they put 2 runs across on no hits, 3 errors committed by Eunice, and 1 runner left on. We head to the top of the 5th inning, and it'll be the top of the lineup coming up for the Cardinals. That'll be Mendoza, Calvillo, and Cerna. And thanks to the booth crew up here, getting my light on so I can actually see what I'm doing. Ouch, ding dong. That one's going to come in and hit Morales. And so the first hit batter of the game will put a runner at first. So now it'll be Jose Calvillo to the plate. Calvillo 0 for 2 in the ball game. Grounded out to Madrid, popped out to Madrid. But now the big swinging first baseman will step in with a runner on. Calvillo settles into the left side box, slightly open stance. Does with good speed over at first. First pitch is going to be outside for ball number 1. It's a 1 ball, no strike count. Ghana so far has gone the whole way for the Wildcats. They'll play another team of Wildcats tomorrow, the Purple Wildcats from Clovis. That game in Clovis. That one's going to come in and ding dong. That one's going to get Calvillo too. So back-to-back hit batters have got the Cards in business here in their half of the 5th inning. So now runners at first and second as Ghana didn't get dinged for either one of the earned runs in that fourth inning is responsible for the runners at first and second here. The line in the first pitch to Cerna, and he will drill that one out into left field. Weiser going to cut it off right at the line. That'll get one run home, and no throw in by Madrid, but it'll be a ringing RBI single to left for Bubba Cerna. There's Montanez all the way, or Morales, pardon me, all the way from first. Calvillo heads to second, and it's an RBI single for Cerna, and makes this a 10-3 ball game. So now it'll be Tyson Jones to the plate. Jones has reached both times, but he is 0 for 2. Both times he's reached, it's been on an error. That one will be letter high, called strike one. Reached on an error and got stranded in the second, reached via an error, and scored in the fourth. 2 on, nobody out. Eunice threatening to chop into the lead here. And the pitch, fastball, outside corner. Yes, sir, strike 2. So the no ball, 2 strike count. Cerna at first, Calvillo at second. 1 run already across for Eunice in this top of the 5th inning. 10-3 the score, and the pitch, that one will be away, ball 1. Has to get out of the crouch, that's Pondo. And I think Lovington would like to see something they might could turn a double play on here. They've already turned one tonight. They'd like to get another one. And the 1-2 pitch swung on. That one is lifted high in the air to deep right center field. That one is going to go, and Ochoa comes over and will make the grab. I don't think they tagged up at second, and they did not, and so they will turn the double play. And so Jones will be out the fly out to center. So fly out 8, and then Calvillo will be out because he didn't tag up. He will be out 8-4 because that came into Gutierrez. So just like that, there is 2 away for the Cardinals. So runner stays at first in Cerna. But another double play and a snap throw down to first, and a good throw as Sanchez slaps the tag down. Cerna back in safely. And ball 1 at the plate to Lord. Lord, an RBI single to left his last time up. Ghana from the stretch. And the deal, and took a little bit off of that one. Change up to Lord, evens things up at a ball and a strike. Of course, Eunice will be back at it on Saturday up in Texaco. Jimmy Rosendo, Charlie will have that for you. Eunice Sports YouTube. It's actually an 0-2 count, and the pitch, that one going to miss inside. Well, we're looking at a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Cerna leading off first. Sanchez holds him on. As Ghana has the sign from Pondo, and the pitch, curveball swung on, lifted high in the air and out of play over the Eunice dugout. So we'll reset at 1-2. Bubba going to lead off at first. Gets about 3/4 of a step over there. And the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, and ring him up and sit him down. That'll be the 3rd K of the ball game for Ghana, but Eunice puts a man on and manages to move him around. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Lovington 10, Eunice 3. Wildcat and Cardinal baseball will continue in a moment.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service and pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 13 years and is family owned and operated, located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice. They are your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tanks, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Wildcat Park for Eunice. They get one run on one hit, no errors, and they leave one runner stranded. We head to the top of the fifth inning. It'll be the top of the Wildcat lineup due up. That'll be Gutierrez, Weiser, and Pondo, 1, 2, and 3. I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you with us tonight. Eunice Sports YouTube, Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com. Of course, do subscribe to the YouTube channels. We would certainly appreciate that. Serrano going to retake the hill as he has kind of flustered the Eunice hitters here, but they are going to be really thinking about getting 3 runs and calling it a night. Gutierrez is 0 for 2. Had a sacrifice back in the second, so he is yet to reach in any of his 3 plate appearances. So he's going to look to get things started for the Wildcats as they start thinking about 10-run territory here. Serrano and Coach Almager and the rest of the Cards would like to keep that from happening. So Serrano will deal, and the first pitch is going to be in there to Gutierrez, called strike 1. Gutierrez has had a kind of a quiet night. Gutierrez, Weiser, Pondo, 1, 2, 3 due up. As the 0-1 pitch swung on, and that one will be lifted high in the air. Could be trouble, and it will drop in front of a charging Gomez and Goitia, charging in from center and right respectively. So Gutierrez with a little bloop single to lead things off is now Ryan Weiser to the plate. Weiser going up to the dish. He is 0 for 1, walked a couple of times, scored a run, struck out his last time up. And the first pitch to Weiser, and he'll take that one. It'll be a hard shot on the ground right at Calvillo at first, and so it'll be a ground out. Runner was moving, so Gutierrez was on the horse, but there'll be one down now for the Wildcats, trying to hit and run with good speed, both on the base paths and in the box. And it will move the runner to second and put him in scoring position. So that was a bunt. We'd call it a sacrifice, so we'll do the same thing. Now Pondo to the plate. Pondo is 1 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch will be a curveball, and that one will break midnight to 6 and miss for ball 1. 1 ball, no strike count, 1 down. Runner in scoring position is Gutierrez for the Wildcats. Serrano looks into Morales, has the sign he wants. Checks his runner, and the 1-0 pitch swung on, and that one's heading to the parking lot. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Good crowd on hand here tonight. Good crowd here for the JV game earlier. I'm not worried about that one hitting my car, so. 1 ball, 1 strike count to Pondo, who does have some pop in the bat. Wouldn't expect Serrano to give him anything he could really hammer. And the 1-1 pitch, and that one will be golfed up into the air into shallow right field. Goitia on the run, and that one will fall harmlessly. It's Goitia and Calvillo both on the run as Pondo goes golfing and pops it up, but fortunately in no man's land, it'll just be strike 2. So a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Gutierrez, who led things off with a little bloop single, stands at second. And it's 2-1 to Pondo, the number 3 hitter. Sepulveda, the cleanup man, and DH waits on deck. Serrano has the sign. Zamora shading over towards the bag at second. Serrano going to check on him again, and now he'll come to the plate, and that one will be inside. Pondo is to lean over and hop backwards out of the way of the 2 ball, 2 strike count. So ball 2 pitch, I should say. Out of the way of the ball 2 pitch, which makes it 2-2. There we go. As Serrano deals the 2-2 curveball swung on. That one is going to be hammered out into right for center field. Drops in front of Gomez. Gutierrez on the horse will come in as it'll be an RBI single for Pondo. Almost got caught in no man's land there, but Pondo will have the RBI single to center and make this an 11-3 ball game. Is now Sepulveda to the plate. Sepulveda is 1 for 2, struck out his last time up, walked and scored in the first. And we'll have a courtesy runner check into the ball game. I believe that will be that Mitchell. Yes, it is. That is Caden Mitchell in to run. So Mitchell into run for Pondo. We've seen this a couple of times. in the ball game. So now Sepulveda steps to the plate, and he represents the potential winning run with one out here in the bottom of the fifth. And the first pitch to Sepulveda, a late swing, and shoots that one foul for strike number one. Decided very late to swing at that one. Well, it's a no ball, one strike count. Mitchell leads off of first. Calvillo holds him on. The wind and the pitch swung on, and that'll be a hard shot on the ground. That is going to find its way through out into right field. Mitchell rounds second. He is heading towards third, and the throw over is not going to be in time. A good throw in, though, from Goitia. But Mitchell gets to third, and Sepulveda will reach on the one-out single to right. And so now the potential winning run is on the base paths for the Wildcats. And Patrick Sanchez to the plate. Sanchez is 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And now Cats at the corner. Sepulveda, not great speed over at first. But they're going to be more concerned about the man at third, I've got to think, and Mitchell, who does have good speed. Last time they tried the little cutoff play, it bit him, and Sanchez will swing and lift that one high into the air. Right field, Goitia goes over and will grab it and make the catch. Can't believe Mitchell didn't tag up and score on that. So Sanchez will fly out to right, and everybody stays put. 2 down now. And that will bring Fidencio Lujan to the plate. Again, I would have thought that one had plenty of room. Goitia with a good arm out there, though. I guess Coach Cruz with a 9-8-run lead deciding not to risk it here. So Lujan reached on there, scored his last time up. He's 1 for 2 with a couple runs scored. Morales has to sit on ball one. Again, Serrano not going to overpower you with anything, but he's got good movement. And he's got some sneaky power, I think you would call it. He's got a couple of Ks in the ball game. And he's got a good curveball. 1 ball, no strike count to Lujan at the plate and the pitch, and that one will be on the inside corner to Fidencio. And things even up at a ball and a strike. Sepulveda at first, Mitchell at third, running for Pondo. And a 1-1 count at the plate. 1 run across this inning for the Wildcats. Trying to put paid to one of the best small school teams in the state. And the pitch, that one going to come inside, and that's going to get away. Mitchell is going, and the first pass ball of the ball game is going to score for the Wildcats. So the passed ball moves everybody up and gets the Cats to within a run of the victory. 2 balls and 1 strike the count now to Fidencio Lujan at the plate, and the potential winning run in scoring position in the form of Juan Sepulveda. So a base hit here. Well, Sepulveda doesn't have, unless it's all the way to the wall, I don't think Sepulveda's got the speed to get through on a shot that doesn't get real deep. Not to say he's slow, because he's really not, but just it's a long way around the base paths. And the 2-1 pitch swung on, and that one is going to be popped up over on the left side. Out into the cutout of the grass is Gomez. The wind catches it, and he has to come back in, but he will field it and make the catch at shortstop with his heels on the grass for out number 3. But the Wildcats put 2 more runs on the board. We head to the 6th. Lovington 12, Eunice 3. The Cats and the Cards continue in a moment.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat and Eunice Cardinal Baseball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, Eunice Sports YouTube channel, and on HobbsAmerica.com. And the night has ended for Ghana as he will finish up the evening. His final line will be 5 innings pitched. He gives up 3 runs. Only one of them earned, though. Strikes out 3 and does not walk anybody. It'll be Micah Pondo taking over on the hill for the Wildcats. Pondo will take over to try and close this one out. And it looks like we're going to have McKillop as the new catcher. So get everything updated here. So McKillop in to catch. Pondo is the pitcher. Going to try and shut this one down as Luis Gomez to the plate. Gomez 0 for 2 in the ball game. He will lead it off with the Cards trailing by 9. Pondo with a good fastball. And he will deal that fastball knee high inside corner, strike 1. Fastball change up and also a split finger, and that one will be a fastball, and that one's going to miss low and even things up at 1-1. He does have a curve. He doesn't use it just a whole lot. And the 1-1 pitch, another fastball. That one's at the knees, called strike 2. Well, 1 ball, 2 strike count. He's thrown the gas so far. And the 1-2 pitch, another fastball. That one is high and swung on and missed. Ring him up and sit him down. It'll be the 4th K of the evening for Lovington pitching. And Gomez heads back to the Cardinal bench. So now it'll be Luis Zamora to the plate. Zamora an infield single his last time up. He is 1 for 2. So 1 down, nobody on here in the 6th as the fastball, up and in. Fastball sailed just a little bit there, ball 1 on Pondo. I wouldn't want to get hit by a Pondo fastball. And the 1-0 pitch, and that one is going to be low for ball 2. McKillop has to snag that one. And the 2-0 pitch, and that one is going to be low for ball 3. So Pond all of a sudden having trouble finding the strike zone. See if the take sign's on here, if Luis has the green light. And the 3-0 pitch, he has the green light, and he will shoot that one out into shallow left field. Weiser will come up with it and fire it back in to limit Zamora to just a single. But Zamora was waiting on it and poked it out into left. So a 1-out single is now, it'll be Serrano to the plate. Andres Serrano, who came on in relief as the pitcher. It'll be his 2nd time at the plate. Reached via an error and was left stranded back in the 4th. Well, now a chance to try and chip into the little bit with this one. With Pondo on the hill. Micah from the stretch now. Checks Zamora at first. Brings it to the plate, and that one will sail high and away for ball 1. Well, the 1 ball, no strike count. There is 1 down. Sorry, getting the score bug updated. Sanchez going to hold the runner on over at first. And the 1-0 pitch as the runner goes as he throw down from McKillop. Not going to be in time. In and out of the glove of Gutierrez, but Zamora sliding in. Oh, it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Good throw from McKillop, just not in time and sailed a little bit towards the end. So Serrano back in with a runner in scoring position, 1 down. Gutierrez over towards the bag at second to keep Zamora honest there. And the 1-0 pitch, check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. I'll make it 1-2 now to Serrano. So a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Bondo, a very quick worker. Lovington's pitching staff is pretty quick. And the 1-2 pitch, and that one will sail away. And even things at 2-2. Bondo has not thrown anything that wasn't a fastball yet. He may have thrown his cutter once. But everything is pretty much had the heat on it. He'll check Zamora at second, and the 2-2 pitch, and that one will be high for ball 3. Just overthrown a little bit there. And it'll run the count full to Serrano. 1 out, runner at first. So you got 3-2-1 at the top of the scoreboard. 12-3 though. The pitch swung on, and that one is lifted, and that one is going to fall in fair just inside the line out in right field as Lujan chugs over and will get it, but it'll be an RBI single for Serrano. So Serrano helps his own cause out by dumping one right on the line. Almost looked like Sanchez and Lujan kind of gave up on that, hoping it was going to fall foul. It did not. We will have a courtesy runner check into the ball game. I believe that's Melanson. Ezequiel Gutierrez now into the ball game. 12-4 is the score. So Melanson on to run at first. And the bunt, and that one will be foul. Ooh, kind of an ugly bunt there from Gutierrez. Strike 1. You don't want to pop it up. You want to direct that thing down into the dirt and just get it out there and die. Gutierrez with good speed, and Melanson with good speed over at first. I like the thought, just not the execution so much as he leaves the bat out there for that one. Strike 2. So now he's going to have to swing away at 0-2. Coach Almager telling him, we're going to work on that in practice, kid. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Got him to chase the high fastball, ring him up sitting down. Second K for Pondo, and now 2 down for the Eunice Cardinals. They've got a run, but they'd like to keep the line moving. So now Isaac Morales to the plate. Morales hit by a pitch and scored his last time up. He is 0 for 2 on the night. Bondo with the deep breath and then deals. That one going to be golfed out into right field as Lujan charging over towards the alley before he started coming in on it. I think he didn't realize quite where that one was going to go, and so it'll be a single for Morales. He'll dump that one into right, and that will keep the inning going for the Cardinals. Now runners at first and second as Serrano, in the form of Melanson, moves to second. So now it'll be Calvillo to the plate. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. He's sending that one to the street, strike 1. So a no ball, 1 strike count. Melanson at second. Morales at first. And the 0-1 pitch fastball, and that one is going to miss low and in. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. I think we may have a courtesy run over at first. I'll check on that. And that one is in the air and almost hits the light pole as it twirls foul over the left side. Strike 2. Calvillo trying to chop this down to just a 5-run lead with 1 swing of the bat, and he certainly can. The lefty first baseman, and now the 1-2 pitch swung on and gets just a piece of that one to stay alive. Into the mask of McKillop, not able to hold on to it, and the count stays at 1-2. Once again, after tonight, the Cats will be back in action tomorrow in Clovis. And the Eunice Cardinals will take a day off, and then they'll head to Texaco on Saturday. And the 1-2 pitch swung on, popped up and out of play up over our heads here in the box, and out of play. So the count stays 1-2. Calvillo fighting off a couple of pretty tough pitches. That was a pretty tough pitch. He laid into one a little bit late on his swing that went foul on the one before that. And the 1-2 delivery swung on and missed. Got him to go after the high fastball, but it'll get away from McKillop, and McKillop will just eat it. If he'd have come up firing, he had plenty of time to get it down to first. Calvillo not hugely speedy and didn't need to because there was a runner at first, and so that should be, yeah, go and pick up the ball here, and let's just make sure. And they are going to award him the base. They're going to say they were moving, and so it will be a strikeout on Calvillo, but he gets to first on a passed ball, and so that'll load him up full of Eunice Cardinals. And so now it'll be Bubba Cerna to the plate as the Cardinals taking advantage of another Lovington miscue. Again, if McKillop comes up firing on that one, he has plenty of time to get Calvillo, but he just kind of got it and ate it. Calvillo only not even 2/3 away when he got to the baseball. So now Cerna to the plate, and we will have a courtesy runner come in this time. Trying to catch that number out there. I think that may be Baeza. We're going to say it's Baeza out there for the catcher, Morales. And the first pitch to Cerna, fastball swung on and missed. That'll be strike number 1. 6 strikeouts, but another miscue for the Wildcats. And the 0-1 pitch, curveball. First time he hasn't thrown the heat. Stays high and evens things up at a ball and a strike. So the 1-1 count. And the pitch, that fastball in the dirt. McKillop backhands it, keeps it in front of him. Ball number 2. So the 2-1 count. Let me adjust the camera. So we got third base, second and third in frame. And then the 2-1 pitch swung on. That one's going to get away from McKillop and get all the way back to the screen. And that will score the run.
Let's go, be positive!
And so scores the run on another, that one, another passed ball there. Makes it a 12-5 ball game. Was strike 2 to Cerna at the plate, so things evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bondo deals, swung on and missed, ring him up and sit him down. So he strikes out the side around a couple of boo-boos and a couple of singles. Actually, 4 strikeouts in the inning. You don't get that very often. So we will head to the bottom of the 6th. Lovington 12, Eunice 5. The Cats and the Cards are here on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Cardinals, the Eunice community, and the staff of Eunice Schools. Eunice Public Schools has anchored itself as an integral part of the Eunice community and takes school safety very seriously. Eunice Schools have continually provided a quality education for the students of Eunice through good times and bad. The Eunice School District appreciates the Eunice community, and they're proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Eunice is on the move. Are you ready?
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
For the Eunice Cardinals, they get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, at least not any that go in the book, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and it's the bottom of the Cats lineup. To the plate, it'll be Ochoa, Paredes, and Madrid. That is 7, 8, and 9 due up for Lovington. So it'll be Serrano still on the hill for the Cardinals. He'll try to get this to a 7th inning. 3 runs and it's done, but anything less than that, and we will see a 7th inning. As the throw goes down to second, it'll be Ochoa leading it off. Ochoa is Officially 1 for 1 on the night with 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Walked and scored his last time up. Had a 2 RBI double back in the third and a sac RBI in the first. So Ochoa will step in to lead it off for the Wildcats, the senior center fielder. Serrano ready to deal. Morales down in the first pitch. Belt high, outside corner. Yes, sir. Strike one. No ball, 1 strike count. Serrano has the sign and deals the 0-1. That's a curveball and just missing. And evens things up at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Bottom of the 6th inning, Lovington has been in the lead the entire game. And the pitch curveball swung on. That one is hammered, and that one is going to get past Cerna over at third, and so it'll be a leadoff single for Ochoa. So drills that one past the third baseman and out into left. Now to be on Paredes to the plate. Paredes is 0 for 2. Reached via an error and was left stranded back in the 4th. Walked in the 3rd and was left stranded and then grounded out in the 1st. And Paredes 0 for 2 officially and looking to change that. From the stretch now, Serrano looks at Ochoa over at first. Calvillo holds him on and Calvillo going. Good throw down by Morales, but it bounces off of the heel of the glove of Zamora, so call it a stolen base for Ochoa. Not much more Morales could have done on that one. Maybe pulled it up just a little bit. And Serrano is asking the ump about something. I'm not sure what the question is here. Is Coach Almager going to come out? So not sure what they're all talking about out there unless there's maybe an injury or something with Gallegos, but maybe he caught something a little bit funny and bent something back. Everybody over there checking on him. The ump wanted to check on him too. He was in the neighborhood. Due up for the Wildcats will be on Paredes. The runner in scoring position, and all right, looks like everything's in. That was actually Zamora, not Gallegos. So I guess everything okay. So we'll reset and try this again. So no ball, 1 strike count to Paredes. Ochoa with good speed stands at second. Serrano has the sign, checks the runner. Now comes the plate. The 0-1 pitch swung on, and that one Q-shotted foul as it squibs over towards the on-deck circle. And Paredes down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. So an 0-2 count. Ochoa with a leadoff single, then stole second. And is Paredes with 0-2. Serrano checks on Ochoa and comes to the plate. The 0-2 pitch swung on. That'll be a chopper. That one is going to get under the gloves of everybody as Coach Cruz is going to hold up Ochoa over at third. But it'll be a bouncing ball, seeing eye single that goes between Cerna and Zamora. And will put Cats at the corners. And now it'll be Jude Madrid to the plate. Madrid, a couple of doubles in the ball game. 2 for 3, popped out his last time up. So Madrid will step in. Paredes with pretty good speed over on first. I would expect him to take off first movement. Nobody out as Madrid, the number 9 hitter, to the plate. As Morales going to take time out. Flash the defensive signs. Wants to make sure everybody knows what's going on. After Madrid, the top of the lineup, back to the plate for the Wildcats. Serrano has come on and done a nice job putting out the fire, and that one is going to bounce, get away from Morales, bounces off of the wall just as it bounces to him, and the runner was going. It will score the run. That'll be a passed ball that'll score Ochoa, And Paredes goes all the way to third and makes this a 13-5 ball game. And ball one to Madrid on the field and the box. So Madrid now represents the winning run. He did before, too. So nobody out. Runner at third is on Paredes. And it's a 1-0 count to Jude Madrid at the plate. So Serrano would come in, and he has done a whale of a job. He put out the fire. He's given up some runs, but really has settled things down for Eunice. Swung on. That one is going to be popped up over on the right side into foul ground. Calvillo runs to it and grabs it on the railing, but then the runner will tag and score. And so it'll be a sacrifice RBI pop fly for Madrid, and that'll make it a 14-5 ball game. One out, and that'll turn it over to the top of the lineup. Nobody on base. 2 runs across for the Wildcats. As now Gutierrez to the plate. Singled to right his last time up and scored. He is 1 for 3 on the evening. Gutierrez to the plate. Base is cleared now. 2 runs across for Lovington. As Serrano kicks and fires. Swung on. That one is going to be popped up over on the right side. Morales gets rid of the mask. Comes over, and the wind grabs it and just blows it over. As Gutierrez breathes a big sigh of relief as he will live to see another pitch. Now an 0-1 count. Sometimes the wind kind of swirls a little bit here. It's been blowing in for the most part. Not real heavy, but sometimes it'll shift around and kind of gust out for just a moment. That's what happened right there to Morales. So it's an 0-1 count to Gutierrez at the plate. Serrano deals, swung on, and that'll be a cue shot. Bouncing to Gallegos at second. He will fire a fastball over to first, and Calvillo handles it 4-3 for out number 2. So 2 down now for the Wildcats. As that'll bring Weiser to the plate. Weiser has not had the kind of game he would want in this one. Walked and scored in the first. Walked and stole the base, then forgot to tag up in the second, struck out in the third, and then a sacrifice ground out in the fifth. First pitch to Weiser, and that'll be a line shot, and that one will go right into the glove of a leaping Gallegos. So the line out to the second baseman for out number 3, but the Wildcats put 2 runs across as they lead this one 14-5. We head to the top of the 7th inning. The Wildcats and the Cardinals continue in a moment.
BTH Services and Rentals, LLC is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. They wish all the young athletes an incredible basketball season and send a special shout out to the class of 2025 seniors. Congratulations on this milestone. Go Big Red. BTH Services and Rentals, proud supporters of all Lee County athletics and academics. Thomas Welding, precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hobbs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASMER stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat and Eunice Cardinal Baseball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. For the Cats in the bottom of the 6th, they get 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors committed, and nobody left on base. So we head to the top of the 7th. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. It'll be the middle third of the lineup due up for Eunice, who are going to need to put at least 9 runs on the board to send this game to a bottom of the 7th. It'll be Jones, Lord, and Gomez, the DH, the left fielder, and the center fielder due up. Jones, his last time up, flew into a rather unconventional double play. He's reached a couple of times on errors. He is officially 0 for 3 on the night. So the lefty DH for Coach Almager's Cardinal squad will settle into the box. Mike Apondo still on the hill. McKillop still behind the plate. As Michael kick and fire the fastball, that one will be letter high, strike one. This will be the first time that Pondo and Jones have faced off, at least in this game. And the 0-1 pitch, another fastball. That one is at the top of the zone, outside corner, strike two. The Redbird faithful not liking it, thinking it was a bit high and outside. Man in blue disagreed. And the 0-2 pitch, that fastball, and that one is going to get past McKillop. Nobody on, though. No harm, no foul. Ball one. So the 1-2 strike count. Everybody pretty much playing straight up in the field for the lefty DH Jones. In the season, 364. That'll go down a little after tonight, but still very respectable, 10 games in. And the 0-2 pitch and fastball outside corner. Yes, sir. Called strike three. Ring him up and sit him down. 5th K of the ball game for Pondo. 8th overall for Lovington pitching, and there is one down here in the top of the 7th inning. Is now Dyson Lord to the plate. Lord 1 for 3, an RBI single, and scored back in the 4th. He's also been rung up a couple of times. He's had a pretty good game out in the field. As Pondo will deal to Lord the fastball right down the pipe, strike one. I think that might have been his cutter. There was a little late movement on that. 0-1 count. Pondo the quick worker, and the 0-1 pitch fastball. That one will be at the knees and called strike two. It's away from McKillop. Yeah, nobody on, no harm, no foul. And it's a no-ball, 2-strike count quickly to Lord. McKillop going to have to walk that one off as caught it in the shin a little bit. So 0-2 the count as McKillop flashes the signs. Pondo ready. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Ring him up and sit him down. Back-to-back Ks. And Eunice is down to their final 3 strikes of the night. Of course, a 4A playing a 2A. A much improved 4A, I should say. Lovington looking for their 10th win of the season. Eunice looking for their 9th. So now it'll be Luis Gomez, the last hope for the Cardinals. Struck out his last time up in the first pitch to Luis. He fouls that one off. A little defensive swing there for strike number one. Gomez was the first batter that Pondo faced, and he struck him out on 4 pitches. Pondo will deal the 0-1 and swung on and missed. Pulled the string. That was the cutter. Strike two. Now the Cards down to their final strike. And the Cats 1 strike away from their 10th win of the season. Pondo has what he wants. He's ready. He'll deal the 0-2 fastball inside corner at the knees. Called strike three. Ring him up, sit him down as Pondo will strike out the side, and that will end the ball game as the Cats win this battle of Lee County by a final of 14-5. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on in the Cardinal half of the 7th inning. Our final line score in this one for the victorious Lovington Wildcats. They get 14 runs on 13 hits. They commit 5 errors, and they leave 5 runners on base. For Eunice, they finish up the night 5 runs on 7 hits, 3 errors, and they leave 7 runners out on the base paths. Next up for the Cardinals, they will be in action on Saturday in Texaco as they'll get back into district play. That game at noon on Saturday. Jimmy, Rosendo, and Charlie will have that one for you. Next up for Lovington, they will be at Clovis tomorrow for a makeup game at 4:30. We will not have that game. We'll have the softball makeup game tomorrow night, starting at 5. I believe it's at 7 o'clock over at Lady Cat Field. So the Cats victorious tonight by a final of 14-5. Your winning pitcher tonight was Juan Gana as he got the victory. His final line for Gana, he goes 5 innings pitched. Gives up 3 runs, only one of them earned. Struck out 3 and didn't walk anybody. In relief, Pondo comes on and finishes up with 6 strikeouts. Gave up a couple of runs, but no big deal. The loss in the books for the Cardinals goes to Rob Armendariz. Pitched okay, just Lovington managed to jump on him and then play pretty good defense behind him. So with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on this one as the Cardinals will fall to 8-3 on the season, but get back to district on Friday as Lovington will go to 10-6, and we'll have one more tune-up on Friday night before they head into district. Pardon me, that Eunice game will be on Saturday. So for the entire crew at One Radio Square, everybody keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. For the Eunice guys, for Jimmy Rosendo and Charlie, for Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Wildcat Park. This has been an exclusive presentation of New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody.